There are many different creatures and cryptids that can help you survive in Minecraft. And I mean help in ways more than just slaughtering them for meat. Wolves are probably the most common pet players tame. And even though they might just sit in your base doing nothing for all eternity, it's still a dog. Everyone loves dogs, and they can kill things if needed. Cats are another common bench warmer to have sitting around your house. Who doesn't love a silly kitty from time to time? And everybody's gotta have a good old horse. They help you get around so you can finish your pixel art of former 44th President of the United States Barack Obama that much quicker. Horses are cool in any game they're in. They are badass. But horses aren't just horses. There's two other subclasses of horses in Minecraft, and I feel like no one really cares about them. Donkeys are the often overlooked stepson of horses. They are a bit harder to find, in my experience at least, which doesn't help their case, but they're also pretty slow, and can't jump for shit, and, well, you can put a chest in them for extra storage. Yeah, I'm not here to defend the donkey. I completely understand why 99% of players choose horses over them. But what if I told you that you can bridge that gap between donkeys and horses and create something that is rather cool? Mules. Now, in case you didn't know, breeding a donkey with a horse will result in their offspring being a mule. These guys are always a nice shade of darker brown and are a bit bigger than a donkey, but still smaller than a horse. Not that their size really matters. Mules are able to store a chest on them, just like a donkey, but their horse parent can inject them full of speed, maybe even higher jumps as well. That is about it for them. Mules are very similar to donkeys. Out of all of my friends and videos I see online, the majority of people seem to just stick to horses, which I totally understand. They're the fastest of the bunch, have lots of different colors and patterns, and can have cool armor. But I genuinely like to use mules. I will gladly take a mule over a horse any day. First of all, when bred with the right horse, mules can actually be pretty fast. Selective breeding is the name of the game. In this realm here, my brother had this random horse he found that he claimed was the fastest horse ever, like I have ever seen, ever. So I took his word on it and locked it in a room with some donkey I found and watched them breed. Once that baby mule popped out, I put a lead around its neck and dragged it back to my place. And here he is, as an adult, after a slightly traumatic childhood. And yeah, his horse parent was pretty fast. This mule is a little speedster. I mean, look at him go. And just look at that chest. 15 whole slots of storage. You could fit a whole 2009 Honda Civic in there. Minecraft is all about the building, and I like to try and build cool stuff, or let my friends build the cool stuff. Either way, you're gonna need to explore and scavenge the world for certain resources and/or blocks. Exploring different biomes and lands with a mule is a lot easier than by yourself, especially with all the various tools I like to keep in their storage. In this guy's chest, I got some fences and leads to make sure I can tie him down wherever I go. All types of horses love to run a 110-meter hurdle dash the second you get off of them. They like to think that they can escape. Next, I got a bed to skip the night and make sure I avoid everyone's favorite bit of screeching game design. Now those are the essential 3 items to make exploration easier, but there's always room for more, of course. Keeping a boat handy will let you quickly hop into an ocean and dive down to a shipwreck or what have you. A brush is also fun for a bit of digging. It's kinda neat to get some pottery sherds from different structures, or perchance a sniffer egg down in a warm ocean ruin with that boat. Flint and steel is nice to carry. You never know when you're gonna need to burn down some shit. Also, I think it's fun to relight ruined nether portals I come across. It's like gambling. I never know what's gonna be on the other side, and I just can't stop. And that is just a small sampling of the various helpful items you can store in your mule. As always, you can just put cool stuff you find in there too, like extra food or plants you find. Until you get a shulker box, you're gonna be fighting with inventory space for pretty much the whole game. I know it's been said countless times, but Minecraft is way overdue for some inventory updates. But, whatever. I just find mules to be so helpful with exploring because I like to collect a bunch of random items whenever I'm out and about. I want to collect everything I find. With a horse, I'm running out of room. I don't really care if it can run a bit faster or jump a bit higher. I want to collect my pretty flowers and building supplies. So that's my case for the mule. I find them to be a genuinely useful alternative to a horse. I'll gladly trade a bit of speed and jump height for some extra storage. I feel like a lot of people don't like mules because they're slightly annoying to get or think they're just as poop as a donkey. But don't disregard mules like that. If you struggle with inventory space, try out a mule for a while and see if it helps. Until they eventually officially implement the bundle, we're gonna need to use the things already in game to help us. Let me know in the comments which steed you like to use the most, even if you still want to stick to the horse after this super persuasive video, or even if it's the camel. And no, the elytra doesn't count. Have a good day everybody, I'll see you in the next video.